border of the mighty Mississippi, a couple of states tied together through history and a couple of schools that share some common ground are going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU Tigers offense will get first crack at it today. LSU had to fight for every bit of it, but they took home the boot the last time they saw the Razorbacks.
Yeah, close game. Those rivalry games are fun to watch, especially when they go down to the wire. And LSU did what they needed to do to get the boot, to take it back. Now it's on the line today, Palmer.
That's what the LSU coaching staff was so happy about, was that their team could handle their emotions in a rivalry game like that against Arkansas and do the things you need to do.
Oh, he's got some space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Arkansas's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You got to worry about the ground game. You think there's some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And to throw it before he wanted. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give from the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Going to the running game. Powers through the defender. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden booth that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. Now on the return. Rams in with the stiff arm. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out.
Turning it on! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. LSU quick to the line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Penn State. We'll parachute back into your game, fellas, if anything changes in this heavyweight battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Got room to work. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll run play action. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to the playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, LSU. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll go to the counter. There he goes. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the handoff. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They go to the ground. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quick strike complete. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop now to see what they do on 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 5 clash today. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Penn State. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They'll go back to the air on second down. This time he's got it. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. What a disappointment. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Razorbacks. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that golden boot.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Works the middle. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Snap from the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They're going to run it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here's a fumble way behind. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Arkansas. How about this defense taking one back to the house? He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Lynch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they were hanging on to the ropes at halftime, but they have stormed back here, and now with an opportunity to go on top on this drive. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. They want to throw it. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him, you got to keep him upright, and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The RPO, it's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Lynch. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll try to sneak it. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a Golden Boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they've played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on the line.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is on its way. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He breaks a tackle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll run the sneak for it. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down play from the gun. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The play action fake. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Look out, he's got room. He's out past the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 8 over Pittsburgh. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flat. Can't get him to the ground. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds us back in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Arkansas! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.